Hey guys, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I see a ton of people in the room. It always makes me happy to see so many of you in the room. I just wanted to thank those of you who could make it to my live viewing of the show last night. There were so many people, I think like almost 1,000 people. And I know some people couldn't come because they weren't able to watch the show at that time. And I totally understand. So hopefully you've had a chance to watch the video that I edited last night with my reaction so that you know what I thought about the finale. And I'm sure that you know by now that I really disliked it. With that being said, though, I do appreciate everyone being respectful of people's opinions, because I know there are people here who love the finale, or at least like the finale, and I'm not here to change your mind about that, and I hope you're not here to change my mind either, because I've gotten a lot of comments from people wanting to force me to change my mind or try to convince me, you know, why I should have liked it. I'm not doing this chat to convince anyone who loved it to dislike it, but I wanted to give people the chance to say what they felt about it, what they disliked about it, what they liked about it, what they would have done differently. This is kind of just our last chance on my channel to talk about the show, and that's probably going to be all that I do on this show. It's over. For me, I just feel like I have to move on. It was not at all what I was hoping for. Yes, I figured out that it was going to be Spencer's twin, but I would much rather have them have surprised me. And there were several people they could have made AD that would have made me happy, but it wasn't just about the AD reveal. The entire 2 hours that we saw, there was so many inconsistencies and plot holes and just stuff for me that personally did not add up. But anyway, I know that some people really enjoyed it, and some people, you know, really appreciated it and everything. And if you did, that's totally fine. What I'm not fine with is people being hateful or rude here on the chat or in the comments of anyone's video. It's just, what's the point? You know, I've always said this is a TV show. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be angry at someone for having a different opinion. I mean, I did tear up Marlene's face. Apparently that was very offended some people. Most of the reason I did that is because it is a throwback to one of my old videos when Cece was revealed, where I did the same thing and I had it ready, but I wasn't going to use it if I enjoyed the finale. So if you can't take that as a joke, I'm sorry. But of course, I don't mean any harm toward Marlene. Again, it's a TV show. I'm not angry at anyone involved with the show. I don't want to, I mean, I'm not going to think about it every day or be depressed about it. And I hope that no one here is either, whether you liked it or loved it or hated it. Like, if you're dwelling on it, it's like really weird, in my opinion, to get angry or hateful or rude to people who are just trying to express their thoughts, because this is the internet after all. So I'm going to go read through some of your comments. Thank you guys so much for all of the tweets and comments that I've been getting. I'm trying to get back to as many people as I can, but I do have a ton of comments on YouTube, so I'm just trying to reply as I see them. But anyway, I do really appreciate you guys being so involved on my channel during this whole process, especially during the last 10 episodes. Okay, hi Ashley, thank you so much for being here. Hi Daniel. A lot of people are saying, as Kennedy is saying, that Troyan's accent was bad. Now, I am not British, so for me, I thought it was a little bit comical, but you know, I don't know what it's really supposed to sound like. It sounded kind of like a character, like okay, so it looks like I'm back, maybe, sort of. I was back for a second. Also, just a heads up, I am going to try to find a new way to do these live chats, whether that's YouNow or another hosting site, because this is crashing like all the time and it's not my computer, and I've tried a different computer and it's not my computer. So it's just not very reliable being on here. So I'm going to be testing that out for my channel. So hopefully I'll find something that works better and doesn't keep crashing. But I will let you guys know what I'm doing with that. Ralph says you could tell Spencer was American trying to pull off a British accent. Yeah, I mean, like I was going to say, it's hard for me to criticize it just because I'm not British, but I've seen other people who are British criticizing it, and then some people said it sounds good. So for me, it was just funny, and it just added to the hilarity of the whole situation. I just felt like there was just so much that was laughable in a bad way. Like, I didn't expect to laugh during the finale. I thought there was a lot of wasted time. I definitely thought it could have been just 1 hour. There was just so much wasted time with so many scenes that were very slow for me, just because I expected a lot to happen and to go down in the finale. So honestly, there wasn't really anything about it that I enjoyed. I'm just being completely honest. And yes, Marlene is saying that we are going to have a spinoff. That was probably the most annoying part to me, was using the high school girls and Addison and all of that, and ending it like what happened with Allison way back in the beginning of this show. So I'm very sorry if you are hoping I'm going to be watching this spinoff, but I am not. I'm not going to change my mind about that. I'm not interested at all. And I don't know when that's coming out, but I felt like there was a lot of time devoted to trying to promote and get people interested in this spinoff. And I mean, maybe it worked for some people. I don't know. I did see some people say they like that. So again, we all think differently. Ashlyn's asking if I think there might be a movie. I mean, I don't know. I think they like to capitalize off this show as much as they can, but I also feel like the story with the original girls and the original actors and actresses was resolved. So, you know, they just left it like a cliffhanger with the new people, basically. Melody says they never explained that night. So I was hoping we would get a flashback. I think others of you were too, where we saw like what happened that night at the barn when Allison disappeared. But I don't know. I mean, I just, you know, when you go back and look at what they tried to say happened in the finale, and it just wouldn't add up. It's not realistic. And I think, like I said before, I thought they were going to pick a twin because it just makes it so much easier for people who are always looking for plot holes, because they can always say that, you know, this twin was off doing all of this stuff and we don't have to account for her because we didn't even know she existed. So I don't know. I really did not like the ending with Mona and the dolls and all of that. I just, I didn't like the fake world, the underground set or whatever. And yeah, I have to be honest to you because that's why I'm here. And I'm, you know, just being completely honest that I did not like pretty much anything. Okay, so let me read. Rin, I don't really understand. Like, at least we should have seen him being killed. I didn't think they would kill anyone off because they're so scared to offend people with losing like a popular cast member. So, I mean, I have no problem with Rin, but it was weird to me that she was wearing him as a necklace. I don't know. It felt more like a parody, you know, of the show. A parody of the finale. Like, if someone was going to make a parody of the finale, I would think that was what they would do. Just make it so over the top ridiculous. Gregory's asking, says, we still don't know why Sarah went along with Cece's A game. I have no idea. And I still don't really understand the Bethany situation, although some people have said I'm stupid for not understanding that. But who really cares, I guess. I never felt like I understood what was going on with her. And I always thought she would, you know, be mentioned again. She was never even mentioned again. So, you know, I just think there were so many more great theories, like from you guys and from YouTubers. And personally, I think, you know, you want the person to be someone who has been in the series, someone that is guessable, even though they put clues in there about her having a twin. She's a character we'd never even seen or met before. I guess we had seen her. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm going to read some of your comments instead of just going on and on and on and on. And I just want to shout out or let you guys know, if you enjoyed it, or I'm seeing a lot of comments like I loved it, I hated it, whatever. if you enjoyed it, or if you disliked it, or disliked certain parts or liked certain parts. Can you explain, in a short sentence, like what it is that you liked or what it is that you disliked, if you do want me to read your comment? Gilliano says this is the first time you've loved Jenna. I did think Jenna was funny, but it was almost like, I guess she has like enhanced senses because she's blind or was blind or whatever, so she could like smell a different perfume. That was still kind of funny and probably wasn't supposed to be funny, but at least she's kind of likable. I don't know. Thomas says the police were fake. Mona kidnapped Alex and Mary. Yeah, I totally got that. Shalisa says it wasn't horrible, but it didn't wow you. Connie says imagine a spinoff with the moms in Desperate Housewife style. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to, I feel like they won't go there, but who really knows? Danielle says you loved how Mona's boyfriend was the cop who arrested Mary and Alex. Yes, of course, all that was fake so she could put them in like her dollhouse for the rest of their lives or whatever. Natalie says you love the twin thing. You thought it was a great idea, even though some people thought it was bad. Sarah said they didn't explain how the moms got out of the basement. That doesn't bother me. I feel like they were just, I don't feel like that was one of the important questions that needed to be answered, but they kind of just joked about it because I think fans have asked that like so many times. I didn't really understand why they introduced someone as Maya's niece. I thought we were going somewhere with that because I guess there was a rumor that someone was being brought back to life, and I was like, oh my God, they're bringing Maya back. And I'm not saying that I wanted that to happen, but I don't know why that was even mentioned. Like, hi, this is Maya's niece, and then like nothing else from her. Megan says you hated Marlene's cameo. Marlene's sons were both in the show too. And I don't really have a problem with that because they've probably been around the set since they were really young. And this is some funny comments here. I'm being super rude to Marlene. Guys, Marlene's never going to see my video. Come on. It is a joke, okay? Those kind of comments are so ridiculous to me. Gosh, she's never, ever going to see my face. It's for humor, okay? It's exaggerated humor. It's just so funny to me that so many comments I'm being rude to her. Well, she's never going to know about it. It doesn't matter. It's not even like, it's funny. Freya really liked the finale. No, you're not the only one. There's lots of people who commented on my videos that they liked it. Tiffany says you love how Mona ended up winning the game, and you love how the OGA is still basically A. Yeah, okay. I can kind of see what you're saying there. I don't know why Sarah existed. I never liked Sarah Shower Harvey at all, so whatever. Hannah thought it was really creative how they revealed it. Now I agree with you. The reflection shot was really good. That was really good. I like that. And that's kind of how they let us know that she had a twin. And I thought that was really creative and crafty, and I like that. Mr. Crazy, I remember you. Yes, yes, yes. No, I wouldn't keep watching it. No, 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 no. Yeah, I know. And I don't know if some of the people who are so mad at me ripping up I don't know if they're really young. I don't mean to insult anyone, but it's like, it's just a joke, people. Some people are so impassioned about it and so angry, and I just don't understand. I'm not going to reply to those type of comments on my channel because it's just silly to me. Like if you feel like that's like a threat or something, like you're missing the point here. This is an entertainment show. I don't know. But at the same time, I wanted it to be a good, episode. I never expected it to be amazing, and I don't hold Pretty Little Liars to the standard as some other shows that are maybe more, I guess where I thought like the Liars have gotten older. Everyone was, almost 30 or 30 or whatever. And I thought the show would kind of be more up to par to have more believable storylines and a believable finale and a believable resolution. And to me, it was almost done like a Disney show or whatever. I don't watch Disney anymore, but I just feel like it was just handled ridiculously, like Disney show with like sex scenes. I don't know. It was just so weird to me. I just feel like it's for a different, I don't know, it just seems so silly. And I just felt like the show never grew up with the girls, but they wanted to grow up. They wanted to advance the story. They wanted to follow them after college and everything, follow them into mid-20s, I guess, was what they were supposed to be on the show. But then the storyline was still stuck like in middle school or okay. This is probably the last live chat I'm going to do on this Google hosting because this is just getting ridiculous and I'm sorry. So I'm trying to find another way to do this like YouNow or something in the future because it's very frustrating to keep having this crash and have to fix it and everything. But anyway, so let me read some more comments. Birkin, I guess, kind of like the finale. He said Troyan did an amazing job playing a villain and the reveal made sense even though it was not that surprising. The ending was lame. But at the same time, like, I'm not out here saying, I'm just going to give you a different point of view. I'm not saying I wish people would stop commenting that they liked it. Do you see what that, you know, you can't say that people should stop saying they disliked it. You know, some shows that I love, people hate. And that's life. Like some people love pizza and some people hate it. You know, I mean, do people hate pizza? Maybe not. But you know what I mean? Some people love broccoli and some people hate it. So I am a firm believer that, you know, I'm not going to kick people out here of here who said they loved it. Like that's silly. So if I didn't like it, you know, that's my opinion. Am I kicked out of this again? I don't know. Seriously. Can anybody hear me? I can't see your guys' comments anymore. This is just like nobody wants me to do this chat, apparently. I don't know. Weird. Okay. The chat has died. Please try again later. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't see any messages if you guys are sending them. Weird. I don't know. I might have to start another one of these. Oh, you're back. Okay, I can see you now. But it keeps telling me unable to connect to chat. I don't know. This is like really seriously frustrating. I cannot use this Google chat room anymore. Awful. Well, I'll just go back to some of the other comments and hopefully, because it's telling me the same thing again. It just hates me today. Can I please talk about the interview that Marlene did in 2014 where she talked about a fan theory that she loved that Spencer had an evil twin? I feel like I kind of heard that, but I have forgotten about that. Apparently the chat is dead again. That's really funny. I'm not surprised because I had heard before that she takes inspiration from other, like from fans and from social media, but I wish she would just take the right stuff, the stuff that made sense, because there's a lot of great stuff out there. There were so many great theories out there, and I just feel like they chose the crap ones. I don't understand. I mean, it's a little weird that she's looking to the fans to help write the show, but at least look to the ones that have good, you know, in my opinion, good theories and such, because there were so many good ones. And I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about, there were so many, you know, I used to sit and watch them all the time. There were so many good ones. So I'm seeing some of your comments, but they might be old. I'm not sure because it keeps saying unable to connect to chat because really Marlene really hates me now. And I'm joking, guys. I know she's not watching, but you know, it's just trying to be funny. Luna says, why did Spencer have to talk to Toby or on her turn of the game if Alex wanted Toby for herself? Hey, that is a good question. I know that there are so many inconsistencies with the finale, and I hadn't thought about that one, but that's another one. Like, why would she have to go see Toby if Alex was in love with him? Like, why would she do that? I don't know. And did anyone else think it was really weird how obsessed Alex was with Arya and how she like was like laying in bed staring at her and like touching her hair? I don't understand. Like, why did she love Arya so much? Did they explain that? Because I feel like they didn't. But I also feel like I would be here all night long if I tried to point out all of the inconsistencies in the finale. What did I think of how AD was revealed to Spencer? I talked about that a little earlier, but we've had so many issues with this chat. I really like that. I thought that was probably the most clever part of the finale. That was a very cool shot, and I really like that. Ashton says Marlene, she did say she wanted, I never heard that. She wanted AD to be Ren or Melissa. Oh, really? I haven't read that. That would have been so much better. I'd hope to find that article. Why didn't you? Oh my gosh, that's actually really depressing because if it had been Ren or Melissa, I would have been okay. I mean, at least it's not a twin, not a new character, somebody that we've known. And I mean, I was a little interested to see Melissa like at the beginning, but of course that wasn't Melissa in the black hoodie. But I was like, oh, they're not going to go there because they said they're going to have masks, and that is exactly what they did. And yes, I'm not sure if these are like old comments or not. I'm so sorry. Samuel says you like Mona, especially in the end, but felt bad for her that for much of the series she was either on the outside or trying to get better. Genesis asked, what's my favorite part? It was definitely that reveal of Spencer to the twin, Alex to Spencer, whatever. That was very creative. I like the way they shot that. I don't like the fact that a twin was AD, but that was a really creative way to reveal it. Infamous 90210 hates how fast the liars believe the twin thing from Toby. It's weird. Like, why did he even say maybe she has a twin? Well, I guess because she gave him that book and there was nothing written in it and it looked just like Spencer. I don't know. I'm just going to go back and read some old comments because I don't think I can see the new ones. Georgia says, you don't understand why they went with the most popular theory. You feel like 98% of people were not surprised at all. Well, I don't think it was a popular theory when they were writing it and putting it together. I think they were trying to drop those clues and then it became a theory. So I don't think anyone thought Spencer had a twin before these 10 episodes. But I mean, I guess they wanted people to figure it out because they've said that before. But I would have been so much happier if they just made it an original person and dropped hints about that person. And I feel like Alex did explain some stuff, but like I felt like it was really weird that she just happened to run into Ren at the bar, or was that somehow staged? Did she somehow, get him to come there? I don't know. All of that was just so weird. Lila says, anyone else upset that the liars didn't get to confront AD themselves and hear the motive? Yeah, I think that would have really, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the whole thing was kind of a waste, but I mean, you would think they would have had that scene, right? But I would think that we would have a lot of scenes, and it just wasn't there. And it's not that I have a problem about not being surprised because they said they wanted people to figure it out. It's really unbelievable. And it's such a cop out in any show to make someone who is the main villain someone you've never seen before, someone's relative, someone's twin. The only bigger cop out they could have done was make it a book or a movie. And I thought we were actually going there because near the end of the episode, when they were in that fake world, like that fake underground world, I was like, oh my God, they're going to say this is Ezra's book. Like I thought the whole thing was going to be fake. I was like, this cannot get worse. But thankfully they didn't go there because I think that would have been actually really tragic. I don't know what happened to Arya's brother. I've had a lot of questions about that. And I don't know if the actor is just super busy. I have no idea, but no Mike. We never saw Mike. Pretty Little Katie says we didn't even see Allie and Emily. Yeah, that's wrong. I feel like it's really wrong that Allie and Emily never found out that Ren is the father of their babies. I mean, as twisted as that is, I feel like, they had the right to know, and now they're probably not going to know, I guess. Should we just assume they weren't going to know? Barbara says to you, the finale was ridiculous. The majority of time you were laughing at how stupid and cliche things were. You wanted to be shocked and scared. Yeah, I know, but I still think she was writing this, or whoever wrote this finale, or whatever, who writes all this, towards like preteen crowd. I don't know. And I know some people who watch it are. So, I mean, I feel like you guys are probably smarter than the people she was writing it to. I don't know. Walking Dead 14 asked what happened to Eddie Lamb. And I thought, they might just talk about that because so many people have kind of joked around about that. And they never did. And I mean, that's not like a crucial question, but, Gilliana says you got frustrated that Jenna and a freaking horse knew sooner that Spencer wasn't Spencer than Toby and her friends. It did make Jenna look super smart, didn't it? I don't really have a problem with Jenna. I think she was sort of shady, but she kind of had a reason because, some bad stuff happened to her. But I agree with Tiffany that Marlene was just looking for the easy way out. And I probably should have known not to expect much because of the CC reveal and all of that. I don't know. But yeah, I think Torian did an okay job aside from the accent was weird to me. I'm not dissing her at all. And I really do like the actors and actresses. Yes, we're live right now. I really do. And that's kind of what just kept me watching because I follow them on social media and I like to see what they're doing in their real lives. And if I didn't like them, I probably would have quit watching this a long time ago, but I really do like the people involved with this show. Yeah, so apparently the writers are back doing the same crap they did during the CC reveal, and I've stayed out of it because I just don't want to see it, but apparently they are responding rudely to fans on Twitter. I was sent one thing that I can't remember what his name was. It's not Marlene, it's another person, but it was a normal question. I think it was about Bethany. And they gave this person a very rude answer. Now, I will say this, if you are sending rude, I'm not sending I don't talk to Marlene on Twitter. I don't even know, maybe she reads this, I don't know. But I'm not going to send hateful, rude things to people involved with this show. And if you do that, like, hopefully they just ignore that, you know, those kind of tweets. But now I'm not condoning that. But I saw someone with a genuine question because they were confused and they got a very rude response. Now, last time during the CC reveal, I was keeping up with what was going on between all the writers of the show and just people who they were responding to. And I saw myself many times, people were extremely rude to people, fans with genuine questions, not rude questions, not threatening questions. So it saddens me that they're back to doing that again. Honestly, if you feel like you need to be rude to fans, why don't you just ignore or turn off your notifications? That's what I don't understand. These are adults here. And I mean, please be, you know, respect. I mean, just be respectful. If you can't respond without being sarcastic to the people who made your show popular and made you so much money, don't respond. That's how I feel about it. But I don't know if there's a ton of rude responses. I just saw one. I have no idea. I know last time I saw many, many, many rude responses from people involved with the show, responding to questions that were not rude. Adam says you're so confused about the whole snow globe thing. Well, that was a really pretty scene, but I don't know what the point of it was either. Julian says the fake Melissa reveal was so bad. What's bad about that? And I've had people, you know, kind of argue with me about this before. It's not a mask. That was Tori DeVito. It's not a mask. Yeah, like I know Mona ripped something off of her face, but that's not an advanced mask. That is Tori DeVito. So that's just dumb. Like if they had a super lifelike mask, it's still stupid. But this was actually Tori DeVito walking around. She didn't have a very, very lifelike Tori DeVito mask, because that's not even possible to have one that lifelike. It's just hilarious to me. Michelle said Marlene says that AD was in the pilot episode. I think she said that, but then she took that back. Norman Buckley, I know, was the person who was really rude before, but this time it was someone else that I wasn't familiar with. But I don't know if Norman Buckley is still being rude to people, because I just try not to look at it. It's just like too much. Julian says, why couldn't they use her actor for an AD reveal? Barbara asks, am I going to watch a spinoff? Absolutely not. I'm getting that question a few times. No. Who are the parents of Bethany Young? I don't know. I guess we're not supposed to care about Bethany Young because I don't feel like the show really cares about her. I don't think they're going to have any kind of endings or movie. I personally don't think, but I mean, who knows? They may want to make a lot of money and try to have a movie. But, you know, I really love the Sex and the City show, which I started watching like way. I'm back. Patrick blames the government. So it's telling me I can't connect to chat again. So wow, this is really hating me today. Amber says, yeah, absolutely hated how they ended it exactly how it started with the new group. Well, I just didn't like it because I felt like it was just a lame way to promote a new series. I mean, apparently there is going to be a spinoff. Maybe they won't go with those same actresses, but I feel like as much press or, you know, space time that Ava Allen got, that they're definitely going to use her. So, I mean, she can do whatever she wants, and if she wants to do a spinoff, that's totally on her. But I just feel like it was kind of a cheap way to put it in the finale because they knew so many people would be watching the finale. So I don't know. I don't know. Aesthetic Pastel says, remember when Spencer had a boyfriend called Alex? Yes, a lot of people have been talking about that. I guess it's just a coincidence. I don't know. Brooke is also asking about Eddie Lamb, and I guess the storyline where he recognized Arya literally means nothing. Fergus says Troy did more than an okay job. She was amazing. I know you really loved her portrayal, and you thought that her accent wasn't that bad. Like I said, I don't know about the accent. To me, it was funny, but maybe that's accurate. So I really can't criticize it because I don't know. Really, Norman? Was that from, I mean, really, Nat? Did Norman say that today? Did he have that tweet today? I don't mean, like, if we're gonna compare people who play twins or clones or whatever, like, I think Troyan has nothing on Tatiana Maslany, who plays all those clones on Orphan Black. So she's like my benchmark for someone who can play herself but in different roles. So I'm just being real with that. I don't think she was, you know, even close to being as good as her, but I'm sure it's not easy to play two different people but be yourself, you know. So I'm not saying it was bad, but that's just my opinion. We all have different opinions. I did think the twins were really, really cute, but I think it's so weird that they didn't tell Emily and Allie that like Ren is their dad, or were they, oh my God, will you send me that tweet about Norman, please, from Norman? Can you tweet that to me? I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just wanted to see it. I'm not going to try to get him, like, tweet that guy. No, thank you. Cause I saw the way he acted last time around. Ridiculous. Oh, that is really rude. Honestly, I see like people who are weight shaming people in here. That is so inappropriate. I don't like that. Okay, Christina says, did you notice when Ren and Alex were talking before the shooting scene when Ren said to her, I even created life for you? So you think Alex told Spencer that Ren is dead? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Did everyone know that he died, and that, or is that just a few people who knew that? I'm trying to care. Ralph says all of Arya's mood swings and Radley stuff was for nothing. More Marlene smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I think probably the saddest part about all of this for me is that I feel like a show should know where they're going from day one and should have like a plan, like a mapped out plan. And they did not with this. They should have had an idea of who AD would be like from the first season. And maybe they did and changed their minds. But from what I'm reading, they had no idea until the 5th season, I guess. And it's just very obvious how sloppy the show was throughout the entire series. So sometimes things change and you have different people in charge of the show, and I understand that, but we had the same woman, you know, with the show the entire series. So I don't know. Jillian says Marlene's ideas were good about Melissa and Ren being AD, which angers you. Yeah. I mean, I would have been okay with it, honestly. Val says Julian Morris, who has played Ren, posted a few pictures of him getting a mask on the PLL set, and then he didn't have one. I remember people talking about that, and then people were saying that that was not on the set, that was for a movie, but maybe there was one on the set. I don't know. But I know like there was a lot of people talking about that, and they said, well, the mask is for a movie and not for PLL. So, but maybe there was something else that I missed. Okay. Hi, I think I'm back. I'm having so many issues with this chat. I think I'm just gonna have to end it because I can't see the new comments and I keep getting cut off. This is like at a ridiculous level. So I'm really sorry. I do appreciate everyone who came here, and just know that if you did like it, or if you told me you liked it in the comments of my videos or whatever, I still like you. I don't take anything personally. The only thing I dislike is when people call me names or are disrespectful, which would get you blocked from my channel if you like curse at me or say disrespectful stuff, because no one has time for that. This is a fun thing. This is entertainment. So I'm respecting everyone who liked the finale, and if you disagree with me, that's totally fine, and you can feel free to share that on my channel. But I'm not going to try to convince you to like it, but at the same time, I hope you be respectful of me and know I'm not going to change my mind. You don't need to call me names, and if you're that mad, just don't watch it or don't respond, you know, leave my channel. I don't understand, you know, why people get so hateful on YouTube, because again, YouTube is an entertainment source. It's not a place to get like angry and tell people off, in my opinion, but you know, we see that. But thank you so much for being here through all of this. This is probably the last video that I will do here, but I'm going to try to do a live chat over on Julie DG's channel at 5 p.m. Eastern, but of course I don't know because we were going to do it on this Google chat thing and it hasn't been working today. So we're going to try to do a, for the first time ever, having a chat with both of us. We really haven't advertised it because we don't know if it's going to work, but I'm telling you that now. We're trying to do it like in 30 minutes. So if you want to come over to that, we'll have, I don't even know if she liked the finale or not, so she might have actually loved it. So you'll have her on there as well on her channel. So hope to see some of you over there if we can get it to work. But thank you so much for being here. I can't see any comments because it's not working. But I will see you soon. Don't leave my channel. I have tons of other shows that I do and shows that are coming up. And most of them I like a lot better than Pretty Little Liars. So bye, guys.